books removed from the Bible, the candle flickers, and suddenly, a page is missing. Not torn, not burned, just gone. A silence hangs in the air, heavy, deliberate, like history holding its breath. What if the Bible you hold is not the Bible that once existed? What if ancient voices were silenced not by fire, but by choice? Before we go any further, like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to the Bible Project for more cinematic Bible stories. The whisper of a question. Stone corridors stretch endlessly. Scrolls line the walls, their edges worn by centuries of hands searching for truth. Oil lamps glow faintly, casting trembling shadows across ancient text. For generations, a question has refused to die. Were books removed from the Bible? Not rumors, not conspiracy, but real writings read, quoted, debated, and revered by early believers. Books that once existed, but no longer appear between Genesis and Revelation. The mystery isn't loud. It doesn't shout. It whispers. And whispers are often closer to truth than noise. Before there was the Bible, before leather covers, before chapter numbers, before red letter editions, there was no single book called the Bible. There were letters passed hand to hand under candlelight. There were scrolls read aloud in crowded homes and hidden catacombs. There were testimonies of fire, resurrection, persecution, and glory. The early church lived in a world where faith was illegal. Scripture wasn't mass-produced. It was memorized, or it was lost. Some writings carried the weight of eyewitness authority. Others carried devotion, poetry, wisdom, and reflection. And all of them circulated freely. The lost names. Listen carefully, because these names still echo. The Book of Enoch, quoted directly in the New Testament, describing watchers, judgment, and the unseen realm. The Gospel of Thomas, a collection of sayings attributed to Jesus, mysterious and enigmatic. The Shepherd of Hermas, a vision-filled text read publicly in early churches. The Gospel of Peter, once read at Easter before being questioned. The Didache, a manual of early Christian life and worship. These were not fringe writings scribbled in secret. They were known, copied, debated. So why were they left behind? The fire of discernment. Contrary to popular myth, no secret council met in a dark room to remove books. No single emperor erased inconvenient truths. The process was slower, messier, human and reverent. Early church leaders asked three questions. Was it apostolic? Did it come from an apostle or someone directly connected to one? Was it orthodox? Did it align with the teachings already recognized about Christ? Was it universal? Was it accepted across churches, regions, and cultures? Books that failed these tests weren't burned. They simply weren't bound, not rejected as evil, but recognized as different. When Scripture meets shadow, take the Book of Enoch. It speaks of angels who fell, of cosmic judgment, of heaven colliding with earth. Strange, terrifying, beautiful. Yet it was never universally accepted by the Jewish community. And though early Christians read it, its theology wandered beyond the core gospel message, or the Gospel of Thomas. It contains sayings attributed to Jesus, but no cross, no resurrection, no redemption arc, just fragments of wisdom detached from the story that gave them meaning. Truth without context can still mislead, and the early church knew this. The Bible as a boundary, not a prison. Here is what most people miss. The Bible was not formed to limit truth. It was formed to guard it. The Canon, the list of accepted books, was not a cage. It was a foundation. The books included tell one unified story: creation, fall, redemption, restoration. From Genesis's first breath to Revelation's final fire. Other writings may illuminate history. They may enrich understanding. They may even inspire reflection. But Scripture was reserved for what revealed salvation, the cost of confusion. Imagine a world without boundaries, where every voice claims authority, where every vision claims revelation, where every dream rewrites doctrine. That world existed. False gospels emerged, denying Christ's humanity or divinity. Some claimed secret knowledge reserved for the elite. Others erased the cross entirely. The canon wasn't shaped by fear. It was shaped by protection. To preserve the message that God entered history, took on flesh, died, and rose again. The scrolls that survived, time moves forward. Empires rise. Empires fall. Rome collapses. Ink fades. Parchment cracks. Yet the recognized scriptures survive, copied by monks in silence, hidden from invaders, translated, smuggled, defended with blood, not because they were convenient, but because they were costly. People died for these words. That alone should make us pause. What was not removed? Here is the truth history reveals. No essential doctrine is missing. No saving truth was erased. No revelation of Christ was stolen. The core message remains intact. The Bible you read today carries the same story preached by persecuted believers under Roman swords. Jesus crucified, Jesus risen, Jesus returning. Why this matters now? In an age obsessed with hidden knowledge, with what they didn't tell you, with secrets behind every truth, the real danger isn't missing books. It's missing the message that God speaks, that God saves, that God redeems. The canon was never about power. It was about preservation. The page that still burns. The candle burns low now. The missing page you feared was never missing at all. Because the heart of Scripture was never fragile ink on parchment. It was a living word tested by fire, carried through blood, and proven by resurrection. Other books may exist, but this story remains, and it is still calling, softly, relentlessly, faithfully. If this journey stirred something in you, subscribe to the Bible Project for more cinematic explorations of Scripture, because some stories were never meant to fade.